Welcome to JMR Talks. Today we will discuss about execution mindset. We all know that in a contemporary environment of today, every organization comes up with a strategy to not only to survive but prosper. As one author has put it, while strategy is a commodity, execution is an art. Now, I don't wish to go into the arguments for and against. Some people say strategy is very important. Others say implementation is important and all that. But we all agree that execution is very critical. To success. Of a strategy formulated. By an organization or a vertical company. Now, what is that is required? A careful and the planned approach to execution that will get the results out of a strategy. But the problem, with execution is that the road to successful execution is full of, potholes. And every day, every second, every minute, you come up with different kinds of challenges, and how you face them and successfully execute, that determines success of the project. But we keep hearing that the cost and time overruns are an essential part of project implementation. For example, people say Polavaram project, which was conceived in 2004 2005, was costing estimated to cost about 10,000 crores. But now people say it has shot up to 65,000 crores as such. Now, what are the general problems which impact successful execution of a strategy or a project? One could be managers are mostly they're trained to plan but not to execute. And sometimes many managers feel that their job is only to plan, and it is for the people in the lower this thing to to implement it. And most of the time we forget that planning and execution both are interdependent. Now, when we are planning a strategy, when we are formulating a strategy, are we involving the people who are going to execute it? It's like involving HR while formulating strategy, because ultimately it is a HR department which has to provide the requisite resources for executing any business strategy as such. Another thing is that execution takes longer than formulation. Sometimes you have projects with high gestation period as such. Another distinguishing characteristic of execution is that it involves more people than in the strategy formulation as such. So it's all the more important to take people into confidence while executing the strategy. Maybe that's the reason many authors say that buy in, buy buy dash in. Buy-in is very important. That means whether the leaders could provide a compelling vision and make people to see the big picture, so that they own it, they commit it to and they give their best. And last but not the least is the linking strategic objectives with that of people's desires, aspirations. Like people would be asking, what is in it for me? Of course, other reasons could be inappropriate communication, inappropriate strategy, etc., etc., etc. Now, three questions arise. Are your people getting things done? Do they know what to do it, how to do it? Do they finish everything they start? If they're doing it, that is you are getting yes answer for all these three. That means your people have an execution mindset. Now, what is an execution mindset? A team with an execution mindset is full of strong collaboration. They pull each other, they push each other to make the project a success. But let's not get confused between execution mindset and the growth mindset. There is a difference. Execution mindset focuses on accomplishments. That means results. They are what they call the closers. That means executive mindset refers to people with outcome oriented. People whom you could trust to accomplish the task within time in the best way. That's fine. But what is the issue? The issue is that people with such an execution mindset are very rare, and almost all leaders want them. Why the leaders are after this people with execution mindset? Because of their ability to impact on other team members and ability to what I call deliver extraordinary value not only to the clients but also what I call customers. What is so special about these people? The people with what I call execution mindset. Number one, you can count on them. They will not what I call disown you. They fulfill what I call your expectations. They are very good in handling difficult and complex assignments. They could face challenges and overcome them. And most importantly, they work tirelessly to find the best way to make the project what I call a success. That's good. What is the need of the hour? The need of the hour is to build an execution mindset in your people and in your what I call teams. We all know, given the equal accessibility, affordability, and availability of all other resources, it is a talented human resource which could provide what I call the cutting edge to the organizations in today's environment. So it's all the more important to build that what I call execution mindset. Like when we are talking about managers, nowadays we say that apart from getting the things done, enabling them, we are also talking about what I call coaching. The managers what I call need to what I call coach their people if they have performance related problems. Wayne Nelson, the founder and president of Keynes Insight, a leadership firm, in one of his what I call LinkedIn posts, he what I call shared the traits of what I call such people, the people with what I call execution mindset. What are they? Number one, these people are committed, focused, and can deliver the results what I call in time. Second, they live the values and the beliefs of their organizations. That means organizations what I call above their what I call personal interests. Third, they are trusted. They could be trusted and respected with their high value decisions. The decisions which will enable the what I call project to what I call to implement successfully. And most distinguishing characteristic of what I call these people, Nelson says, that they're not committed to what I call their work alone. They're committed to the what I call success of people around. That means they pull and push each other. Next, they own their work, they own their accomplishments and failures alike. That means they don't get what I call overjoyed when they accomplish something, or when they fail what I call they don't get what I call dejected. They take it over in the same way. So in conclusion, we could say, some of us might be wondering that maybe we don't find people with that kind of execution mindset. They are special. No, they can be developed in anyone, provided they have a desire to improve. In fact, I keep saying with my students and also in some of the videos that one soft skill that hitherto neglected, which needs to be focused, is what called improve. Now, when the organization is committed to wanting to teach their people, I don't see any reason why the projects cannot be what called executed efficiently and effectively. So it's time to what called take a look, pause, and see whether our people are fully what called capable. If not, what called invest and what called develop them. Otherwise, what will happen? You keep on doing the things in the same way like you were doing earlier. So let us invest and develop our people so that our projects could be what called executed without fail. Now, taking a B-level player or even a C-level player and making them into a level player is not only gratifying and what called satisfying, apart from what called being beneficial. A famous quote, Zig Ziglar, the famous motivational guru, says, "You don't build a success, you build people, and then people what called build the business." So let us invest and develop the people so that the strategy execution could happen without fail. Thank you.